Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Raw Life Health Show. I wanted to make a video today because I am so blessed. I'm here. It's a little cold in Florida today, but I wanted to get out, and I'm so appreciative about life. I have some fruit trees. I'm so thankful for that. But I wanted to make a video today because a lot of people always contact me about healing from disease and so on. And sadly, a lot of people are sick and getting diagnosed with sicknesses and illnesses. And there are some people out there that are raw foodists out there today that'll say, oh, well, raw food can overcure everything and overcome everything. And I think it's your best shot to go to a raw food diet if you've been diagnosed with an illness. Uh, Changing your diet has a tremendous impact on your overall health. However, there's no panaceas out there. And even though if you're going to be healed in the future, what you're going through now is another story. And it's not easy going through disease. So something happened to me a couple of months ago, which was, you know, an experience for say the least. For myself, I know that I'm eating the best diet possible to be as healthy as possible. But I understand the reality, and I'm like, whenever something's wrong, I want to investigate. I want to know. I shouldn't be feeling sick. I shouldn't have things wrong. But a couple of months ago, I started getting a pain in the side of my rib. And I did not know what that was. And normally I've said, okay, well, I'll just fast a couple of days and not think much about it and so on. Well, a couple of days became a couple of weeks became a couple of months. I said, well, I better go to the doctor and check this out. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, that's in the area of your spleen. Let's do an ultrasound and see what's going on. And I'm okay with diagnostics of doctors. If whatever's going on, I'll deal with it myself, or I know enough people that could help me fix myself for the most part. But to get diagnosed properly so you know what you're taking care of, I'm cool with that. So it's like, okay. So I took that diagnostic test, and it just so happens maybe it was mind over matter. As soon as I took the test, I got my results that nothing wrong, and the pain went away. Like literally went away. I have no pain now. So maybe I needed some confirmation, or maybe the mind did play. But for that week, I was waiting for the results. I was thinking the worst. I was like, what if this? What if this? And I found out is for example, the spleen, it could have nothing to do with your diet. If you get hit hard in the spleen, you can create a problem regardless of what you're eating. Just like if I'm walking down the street and I get hit by a car, or if I fall on the floor and hit my head, that diet is not going to keep my head from getting a bump or a brain injury or something else. Another issue I ran into a couple of last year, maybe, I went to the dentist and I had a cavity. So people have cavities, so I got the cavity filled. But I remember the year before that I went to the dentist, I had a cavity and I got it filled, but the tooth hurt for a while. And tooth issues or teeth issues can become a big problem if you don't take care of them. And thankfully, the pain went away after a while. But there are people that do a lot of messed up things before they get into health that might be lingering problems. So I could be here with a bad spleen, a bad tooth, a big bump on my head, and all this stuff. And people out there be saying, oh, you see, it's his diet. My point is there's non-dietary things that can create hardships in your life and things in your life. And even though diet has something to do with disease and cancer and all these things, there's emotions, there's accidents, and there's other things as well. So don't always look at like, what's wrong with my diet or what's this. If you're eating a raw vegan diet and you're experiencing issues, you got to look at these other areas. But I wanted to make this video to say I understand the nervousness or the fear of the unknown and so on when you do get diagnosed with something. So thankfully nothing's wrong now, but I wait for the next thing that may come up, and hopefully you deal with it better. You have more faith. There's a lot of things going on there. I exercise with weights. You could drop a weight on your foot. You could break a foot. Go to the doctor and all this stuff. A good friend of mine, Dr. Bishy, has been eating a raw vegan diet for over 60 years. He's in great health from a diet standpoint. But I remember years ago he had uh, what was it? Mold growing in his office, and he almost died. He had mold poisoning. There are other factors, and he believes because of his raw diet he survived where most people would have died. But there are issues that happen, and we gotta deal with them as they go. But you know, it was just an experience that I had, and I just want to say I understand if you've been diagnosed with an illness, the the nervousness of waiting to see what's going to happen. But you also got to come to a standpoint of understanding and test trust and faith that eating healthy is going to be good for your body, and it's not a reason to go to eat junk food or eat like the standard American diet. All right, if you've experienced some health challenges and you're not eating healthy, what's keeping you from changing of eating raw foods? And if you have changed and a new problem arose or something's going on, tell us about your experience and how you felt about it. I know another person who's eats a raw food diet, and she started to experience some issues and so on. And I was like, I'm happy to help you figure it out, but I just want to let you all know I understand. All right? And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. Until then, everybody have a blessed day and great world life.